Well, hey guys, Captain Cook here. So glad you could join me. Hear a little noise in the background. It's the air conditioning. Getting a little warm these days, so got to have that AC going. So, like the title of the video says, what is your favorite fish to catch and why? So, down in the comments, tell me. And tell me why. I'll start. So my favorite fish would be the southern flounder. And it's not because it tastes good, it really tastes good. People pay top dollar for flounder in restaurants. They go get it fresh, raw. They pay, $18, $20 a pound or more now. I could say I like pompano. Pompano tastes better to me. Whiting. So it's not on the top. It's not at the top of my list of my favorite fish because it tastes good. So I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite fish to catch. So many years ago, as a young man, I became hooked on catching flounder, and I was just fascinated by them. So I became a student of flounder and researching and fishing for them, learning all I could on them. The reason I like flounder, I like catching flounder. All right, guys, so you have all kinds of fish out there, right? Inshore, we've got redfish, we've got speckled sea trout, near shore. I mean, there's just a plethora of fish out there. And what these fish do, they swim around, right? They swim around and they're looking for bait. They're looking for something to eat. And they're here and they're there and they're chasing schools of bait, and that's what they do. The flounder is different. The flounder is totally different. Yes, the flounder is a predator. But he's that predator that lies in wait. He's an ambush predator. So what he does, here a frog. So what he does is, say the tide's coming in, into a bottleneck, a creek. And so he lies up near the marsh, near the edge of the creek. Because when these bait fish come in, they're not all out in the middle. They're not protected out there. They're just, man, we don't want to do this. So they kind of hug the shoreline. And, well, guess who's waiting there for them? The flounder. And vice versa, when the tide's going out, they'll face toward the creek, and that's how they do. And they're very good at camouflage. They lay on the bottom, and they wait. And something comes close enough, bap. He turns that big mouth up, and he swallows it. Now, flounder, they don't travel a great distance to attack a bait. If that bait is 10 feet away, more than likely, that flounder is not going to go after that bait. Because, as you guys know, fish's eyes are on the side. They have great vision. And by the time he moved, that bait fish would be gone. So he has wasted his energy and he has given up real estate. All right, he's lost his spot. That was a good spot. He's lost it. It's gone. So that's what I like about him. I have, fished many times, and you lay that bait. Sometimes you'll cast it and it no more hits the bottom. Bam, flounder. Well, guess what? You laid it right real close to him, real close. because he's not traveling to go get it. And that's one of the things I like about them. I wouldn't really call them elusive, but they kind of are. You know, you get lucky and catch one. Do you call it luck? Well, hey, I catch flounder out on the beach with a set rig with shrimp or mullet or something on it. Well, yeah. What that flounder's doing, he's traveling by. You know, he's going by and he looks over there and he says, hey, that looks tasty. I think I'll have a bite. So that's how that happens. You'll catch them, you know, inshore in the inlet. In the inlet, you know, drifting, mullet, finger mullet. You know, what you're doing is when you're drifting, that bait is passing over this flounder. This flounder's they're not built to travel like that. They're flat. They're not built to just swim around all day. So they are kinda an elusive fish. Now, like I said, I have been a student of flounder for many years. And I think one person that really caught my attention and I learned a great deal from, and if you're from around this area, you know Captain Jimmy Price. Now, Captain Jimmy passed away years ago, but he instilled in me this thing I have for flounder. Captain Jimmy Price is the OG. He's the original flounder pounder. There has never been anyone in the past like him, and there never will be anyone like him in the future. But I, as a young man, wanted to be like Captain Jimmy Price. He is a simple man, he's a southern man, and he knows his flounder. Flounder have been doing what they do for thousands of years, and it's not going to change. They're not going to change the way they hunt, the way they lie in wait. They're not going to change that. It's just not going to happen. No matter what we do, the innovations we come up with to catch flounder, they're not going to change. They do what they do. And it's instilled in them. It is hereditary, and that's what they do, guys. So catching a flounder is a special thing. Every flounder I catch is a big deal, no matter if it's 12 inches long or 26 inches long. It's a big deal because you have fooled that fish. I don't fish with live bait. I don't fish with live shrimp. I don't fish with live whatever. I fish with artificial. And it makes me feel, you know, when I catch that flounder, I fooled that fish. I made that fish think this was real. And it came into his LZ, and he took it. So that's what I like about it. I don't use, and I'm starting to use more. This year I'm going to try putting scent on it, you know. But no, I don't, you know, I've never used bait that has scent. I count on catching these from the action of the lure, the placement of the lure. You know, when you pull up there and you're fanning, you move down a little bit, you're fanning. So you're trying to get that bait really close to this fish so you can pull him and catch him. So that's my favorite fish. And that's why that's my favorite fish. We do catch different types of flounder around here. Of course, we have the southern flounder, we have the summer flounder, and every now and then you may get a Gulf. And there are differences between all three of them. The thing about the southern flounder, I learned, I went and took I started tagging for Department of Marine Fisheries, and something I learned is that our species of southern flounder are special to the state of North Carolina. You don't see a lot of southern flounder caught and tagged in our area down in South Carolina, or really past North Carolina border in Virginia. So that's kind of weird. They know where the state line is. But it is a species that is really ours. And I'm proud to fish for them. Would love to keep more, but the state of North Carolina has other ideas. But that's my favorite fish, guys. That's my favorite fish to catch, and that's why. And I could go on for hours about the southern flounder. You know the old cliche, to catch that fish, you got to be that fish. Well, not necessarily, but it helps to study that fish and know how he thinks and how he hunts. So, like I said, guys, down below in the comments, tell me your favorite fish to catch and why. And it may be as simple as it tastes good, or you could go in depth like I have. So, guys, that's about all I got. I could really go on, like I said, but we've had a beautiful day here in southeastern North Carolina, coastal southeastern North Carolina. The weather is just beautiful right now. A little windy. Back over that way, I can see some nasty stuff rolling by. They're talking about some severe weather. Hope it doesn't hit. I'd like to go fishing tomorrow, but you know, we have to tend with Mother Nature. All right, guys, remember, comment down below. Tell me your favorite fish and why. All right, guys. You guys take care. Take care of each other. And I will definitely get you guys on the next one.